Hello friends, I'm Sophie, and today we're floating through France, by river. Imagine gliding on a boat, sun on your face, French countryside drifting by, a glass of wine in hand. We'll explore 5 amazing river cruises, from Paris's famous sights to the sunny vineyards of the south. Expect castles, charming villages, and food that'll make you want to pack your bags. So grab a croissant, get comfortable, and let's set sail through the heart of France. This isn't just a trip, it's a treat for all your senses. Ready? Let's go! We begin with the Seine, the river that makes Paris special. Winding through the heart of the city, the Seine is more than just a waterway. It's the lifeblood of Paris, shaping its neighborhoods, inspiring its artists, and enchanting visitors for centuries. As you step aboard a river cruise, you're not just embarking on a journey, you're stepping into a living story, one that has unfolded along these banks for generations. See the Eiffel Tower sparkle from your boat, its iron lattice glowing in the morning light. Sip coffee as the city wakes up, the aroma mingling with the fresh river breeze. Glide past the Louvre's grand facades and the soaring towers of Notre Dame, each landmark telling its own tale of art, faith, and revolution. The city's bridges arch gracefully overhead, each one a link between past and present, connecting the stories of Paris. Paris from the water is cozy, magical, and something you'll never forget. As dusk falls, the city lights shimmer on the river's surface, and the gentle rocking of the boat makes you feel as if you're floating through a dream. Wrapped in a blanket, you watch the skyline transform, the monuments glowing softly against the night sky. It's a moment of peace and wonder, a memory you'll carry long after you leave. Soon, the city fades and Normandy's green banks appear. Storybook towns like Les Andelys and its castle on a cliff. The landscape changes from urban elegance to rolling countryside, dotted with charming villages and ancient ruins. The air feels fresher, the pace slower, and you sense the deep history that has shaped this region for centuries. Taste real camembert cheese and crisp cider, savoring flavors that have been perfected over generations. Meet local people who love what they do, from cheesemakers to market vendors, each eager to share their traditions. Walk through Monet's garden at Giverny, where the painter found endless inspiration among the water lilies and vibrant blooms. Here, art and nature blend seamlessly, inviting you to slow down and truly see the world around you. Stand on Omaha Beach, feel the weight of history, and remember how travel helps us connect to the past. The windswept sands and rows of white crosses at the Normandy American Cemetery are a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made here. It's a place for reflection, gratitude, and understanding. A moment to honor those who came before us, and to recognize the enduring importance of peace. Evenings bring sunsets over the Seine, new friends and stories shared. As the sky turns gold and pink, laughter drifts across the deck, and strangers become companions. The river's gentle current carries away the worries of everyday life, leaving only the joy of the present moment. This cruise is like a love letter to France, romance, beauty, and history all in one trip. Whether you're traveling with a partner, friends, or on your own, the Seine invites you to fall in love with France in your own way. Every bend in the river reveals a new scene, a new story, a new reason to be enchanted. From Paris's fancy style to Normandy's peace, every moment is unforgettable. The contrast between the city's vibrant energy and the countryside's quiet charm is what makes this journey so special. You'll find yourself savoring each detail, from the chic Parisian boutiques to the simple beauty of a riverside village. The Seine cruise is the perfect way to see France by water for the first time. It's an experience that combines comfort, adventure, and discovery, allowing you to see the country from a perspective few ever do. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or new to exploring, the river welcomes you with open arms. Its art, history, and heart, seen from a new angle. The masterpieces of the Louvre, the living canvases of Monet's gardens, and the stories etched into every stone bridge all come together in a tapestry of experiences that will stay with you forever. You don't just see Paris, you feel it. The city's spirit seeps into your soul as you glide along the Seine, leaving you with a sense of wonder and connection that only travel can bring. And that's the magic of the Seine. Let's keep floating, letting the river guide us through the heart of France, one unforgettable moment at a time. Next, the Rhône, a dinner invitation you can't say no to. Imagine yourself stepping onto a river cruise at golden hour, the air filled with the scent of fresh bread and the gentle clink of glasses. The table is set with crisp linens, sparkling silverware, and a view that stretches across the shimmering water, promising an evening of indulgence and delight. We start in Lyon, France's food capital, where every meal is a celebration. Here, the markets overflow with vibrant produce, and the city's legendary bouchons serve up hearty, soulful dishes that have been perfected over generations. Watch as chefs transform simple ingredients into culinary masterpieces, and let the aromas of roasting meats and simmering sauces draw you in. Cruise through sun-drenched vineyards, Beaujolais, Côte du Rhône, meeting winemakers and tasting famous wines. Each glass tells a story of the land, the sun, and the passion of those who tend the vines. Wander through ancient cellars, swirl ruby reds and crisp whites, and savor the subtle notes of fruit, earth, and spice that make this region's wines world-renowned. Explore Avignon's Pope's Palace, walk the Pont d'Avignon, and visit Arles, where Van Gogh found ideas. These cities are living museums, where every stone and street corner whispers stories of artists, popes, and poets. Stand in the very spots that inspired masterpieces, and let the history and beauty of southern France ignite your imagination. Provence's markets are full of olives, herbs, and goat cheese. Learn to cook a classic dish on board. Stroll through stalls bursting with color, lavender, sun-ripened tomatoes, and fragrant basil. Chat with local vendors, sample creamy cheeses, and pick up a few secrets from a hands-on cooking class where laughter and learning go hand in hand. Sail past lavender fields and old Roman water bridges, marveling at history and color. The landscape is a living canvas, painted with purple blooms and golden sunlight, while ancient aqueducts stand as reminders of the region's enduring spirit and ingenuity. Every stop is a new taste, a new story, a new friend. Whether you're sharing a meal with fellow travelers or chatting with locals at a riverside cafe, the Rhône brings people together in the most delicious ways. Each encounter adds a new layer to your journey, turning strangers into companions and meals into memories. The Rhône is about enjoying yourself, wine, food, and the joy of taking it easy. There's no rush here, just the gentle pace of the river and the pleasure of savoring every moment. Recline on deck with a glass of local wine, nibble on artisan cheese, and let the world drift by as you soak in the scenery. Sit on deck, enjoy the view, and let the scenery fill your spirit. The rolling hills, charming villages, and endless vineyards create a sense of peace and wonder that stays with you long after the journey ends. This cruise is a celebration of life's good things. Each evening, the ship comes alive with laughter, music, and the clinking of glasses as guests gather to toast to new experiences and lasting friendships. By the end of the trip, you're full of joy, flavor, and memories you'll never forget. The souvenirs you take home are more than just objects. They're reminders of the tastes, sights, and connections that made your journey unforgettable. The Rhône isn't just a river. It's a feast for all your senses, a journey that nourishes your soul as much as your appetite. Ready for more? Now, the Loire Valley, France's fairy tale garden. Glide past wild riverbanks to castles like Chambord and Chenonceau, each with its own royal story. Walk through Renaissance gardens at Villandry and visit Leonardo da Vinci's home in Amboise. Taste crisp Sancerre wine and tangy goat cheese at a local farm. Explore cave dwellings and eat dinner underground, history carved into the cliffs. The Loire's pace is slow, its scenery like a poem. Small villages, church steeples, and peaceful waters invite you to unplug and dream. Every castle, every garden, every glass of wine is a step into a living storybook. Here, history isn't just learned, it's lived. By the end, you're enchanted, walking where royalty once walked. The Loire proves that fairy tales are real, if you know where to look. Let's keep the magic going. Onward. The Dordogne, France's amazing historical story. Sail through green valleys and tall cliffs, past medieval castles and ancient caves. Stand in awe at Lascaux's prehistoric art, then jump to fortified towns like Montpazier and cliffside La Roque-Gajac. Explore stone towns, walk castle walls, and imagine knights defending their land. Taste the region's rich food, foie gras, truffles, walnuts, and duck confit, at busy markets in Sarlat. Hunt for truffles with a local and enjoy their earthy taste. The Dordogne River is clear, peaceful, and perfect for slow travel. Sit on deck with Bergerac wine, watching history drift by. This cruise is about discovery. prehistoric art, medieval battles, and the simple joys of French country life. The Dordogne is a hidden treasure, rewarding curious people with beauty and wonder. Here, every bend in the river shows a new chapter of human history. It's a journey for your mind and your senses. Let's toast to adventure. Our grand ending, the Garonne and Bordeaux, a sea of wine and elegance. This is a place where the river and the city have grown together for centuries, shaping each other's destinies. Bordeaux is not just a destination. It's a living, breathing celebration of French culture, history, and the art of savoring life. Start in Bordeaux city, changed and lively, with its stunning waterfront and magical reflecting pool. The Miroir d'Eau, the world's largest reflecting pool, shimmers at the edge of the Garonne, mirroring the city's grand facades and the ever-changing sky. Locals and visitors gather here, drawn by the playful mist and the sense of wonder it inspires. The city's quays, once bustling with merchants and sailors, are now vibrant promenades lined with cafes, art installations, and music. Cruise through famous wine regions, Médoc, Saint-Emilion, Sauternes, visiting wineries and tasting world-class wines. Glide past endless rows of vines, their leaves glowing in the golden light, and stop at legendary chateaux where the secrets of winemaking are passed down through generations. Each region has its own character, Médoc's bold reds, Saint-Emilion's velvety blends, and Sauternes' luscious honeyed whites. Learn the secrets of the land, meet passionate winemakers, and discover the difference between left and right bank wines. Hear stories of families who have tended these vines for centuries, and let expert sommeliers guide you through tastings that reveal the subtle differences in terroir, grape, and tradition. It's a journey for your senses and your soul. Wander Saint-Emilion's old streets, explore its huge church carved from rock, and enjoy the region's history in every glass. The village is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its cobblestones echoing with centuries of stories. Duck into ancient cellars, marvel at the monolithic church hewn from limestone, and feel the weight of history in every step. Taste sweet Sauternes wine, paired with local foods like oysters and lamb. The golden nectar of Sauternes is a revelation, its sweetness perfectly balanced by the briny freshness of Arcachon Bay oysters or the rich flavors of roasted lamb. Each meal is a celebration of the land and the river, a reminder that Bordeaux's bounty is meant to be shared. Visit the Citadel of Blaye for amazing views of the river mouth and a bit of military history. Perched high above the Gironde, the Citadel's ramparts offer sweeping vistas of the estuary and the vineyards beyond. Walk the ancient walls, imagine the soldiers who once guarded this gateway, and soak in the sense of timelessness that lingers here. The river's tides and salty air remind you of Bordeaux's connection to the Atlantic Ocean and the world. The Garonne's waters carry whispers of distant lands, and the salty breeze is a constant reminder that Bordeaux's fortunes have always been tied to the sea. Here, the river is both a boundary and a bridge, linking vineyards to the world beyond. Every meal is a celebration, every sip a story. Gather with friends, old and new, around tables set with the finest French cuisine, and let laughter and conversation flow as freely as the wine. Each dish is crafted to highlight the region's flavors, and every glass is a tribute to Bordeaux's winemaking heritage. This cruise is for people who love refined things, good taste, and the art of living well. Whether you're savoring a quiet moment in a plush lounge, sampling a rare vintage, or simply watching the world drift by, you'll find that every detail is designed for your pleasure and comfort. End your day on deck, glass in hand, watching the sun set over the vineyards. The sky glows with the colors of ripe grapes and golden fields, and the air is filled with the promise of another perfect day. It's a moment to savor, a memory to keep. The Garonne cruise is the perfect toast to our French river adventure. Cheers! As the boat glides gently through the twilight, you realize that Bordeaux is more than a place. It's a feeling, a taste, a way of life. Here, every journey ends with a celebration, and every farewell is just the beginning of another story. And just like that, our French river journey ends. From Paris's romance to Bordeaux's vineyards, what an amazing trip. Thank you for joining me. Travel connects us all. If you loved this adventure, subscribe for more journeys and flavors. We have so many places left to explore together. Until next time, be open, be kind, and always save room for dessert. Goodbye, friends.